Welcome to this lesson on trigonometry, double angles. Let's have a look at question 1. We want to solve for x in that given restricted domain if we're given that 2 sine x cos x equals a half. Now this expression here looks very familiar in terms of double angles. It is the double angle sine of 2x. Because if I expand that out, I'll get 2 sine x cos x equals a half. So now we have one standard trigonometric equation which we can solve procedurally as follows. So let's get our cast diagram up. Now sine is positive a half, so that's in the first and the second quadrants. Okay, so the angle 2x must equal the reference angle, okay, for the first quadrant, plus k times 360 degrees. All right, and then the second quadrant must be the angle 2x is 180 degrees minus the reference angle, plus k times 360 degrees for the period of sine. Alright, so now, what is the reference angle? Sine inverse of a half, that is 30 degrees. So our reference angle is 30 degrees. So therefore x equals, so if I divide, so that's 30 degrees and 30 degrees. If I divide both sides by 2, I get x equals 15 degrees. Plus k times, don't forget to divide the period as well in half, 180 degrees. Alright, then for here, 180 degrees is going to be, so 180 minus 30 is 150 degrees, plus k times 360. Then if I divide both sides by 2, I get 75 degrees, plus k times 180 degrees. Okay, where k is an integer. So these are the general solutions for these. For this trigonometric equation. So now we need to test the k values and check which ones satisfy the original equation. So for k equals 0 here, I get x equals 15 degrees, which is inside this restricted domain. If I take k greater than or equals to 1, well, at 1, I'm going to get 195 degrees. But the moment I put 2 here, that's already 360 plus 15. So no more solutions for greater than or equals to 1. What about less than or equals to negative 1? Well, if I put negative 1, I'm going to get a negative angle and keep getting negative angles. So no applicable solutions. So x equals 15 and x equals 195 degrees will satisfy that. And then in the second quadrant, if I put k equals 0, I get x equals 75 degrees, which again is in that restricted domain. Putting k greater than or equals to 1 is going to give me, so 180 plus 75, so it's going to be 5, 8 and 7 is 15, carry the 1, that's x equals 255 degrees. Okay, that'll be the only solution, because if I add another 180 to that, I'm definitely going above 360. Now if I put k equals less than or equals to negative 1, there'll be no applicable solutions, because I'll have negative values, and that is not in this restricted domain. So I have 4 possible solutions, and again, we can verify each solution by just substituting it back into the original equation. So I get 2 sine, so I'll start off with 15 degrees times cos of 15. That gives me a half. Then 195, and that gives me a half. Great. Then for quadrant 2 solutions, I put 75 degrees. Gives me a half. Perfect. And then 255 degrees. A half. Awesome. So these are the 4 valid solutions in that restricted domain that will satisfy this original equation, 2 sine x times cos x equals a half. All right, this is how we do this type of question. I'll see you in the next one.